Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nine. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, D-Row. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is to get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to he's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
The 1-2. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting second, the first baseman, Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. 4 hits in 11 tries in the series so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes, runner in scoring position with UConn. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
On a line, that's a base hit. Alonso rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Roll, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
J.D. Davis the next to bat as he grounds one briskly to short. Jerko has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Mets 1 and the Brewers nothing. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers, the left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he takes ball 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Here's the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Batting second,
At the plate, Orlando Arcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
Yeah.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The center fielder, Lorenzo.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First offering on its way.
0-1. Count 1-0.
Two out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, and that'll get down out there near the wall.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch just like that one.
Kane at second with 2 down. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Wilson Ramos.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for the count.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw into second, and he's safe. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and 1 strike. Grounder down the line at third. Garcia gloves it, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. From the stretch. And he popped him up. Garcia on the run, but this will land untouched. He's set. The 0-1. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Mets strand 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Now at the plate, Omar Narvaez. Only 1 hit and 11 at-bats for the series so far. First pitch on its way. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
All even now, 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Brewers take a 2-1 lead.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. No outs, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Nimmo in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Batting it, the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. First offering on its way. And that one got a piece of him.
I got him. Take your base.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Anderson.
The pitcher, Brett Anderson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And now the bunt attempt by Anderson, and it looks like a good one. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
At the plate, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way.
That's outside.
Is set, and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
There's one, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Now batting, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
In now, Keston Hiura, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Brewers are out in front, 4-1. So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. The pitch.
Nope. That's inside. The count.
That one's in there. 3-1. And the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's swinging the bat well in the series, 5 for 12 so far. Here comes the first pitch.
No, this one.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now this is foul tipped at home plate, and that might have shot directly at our home plate umpire because he's moving a little gingerly back there. Ready on 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Now batting, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Second and third here, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So digging in now, J.D. Davis. 2 men are in scoring position for him, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Grounded to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in now, Omar Narvaez. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
The first baseman,
So the bases
12,
are empty with 1 man gone. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-1 home now to Smoke. Ball even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
GEICO.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 4-1. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Catcher number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Garcia. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
the batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next will be the shortstop Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
And the runner will get back standing. At the plate, Jacob deGrom, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Yeah.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Rosario makes a move from first. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They trail it 4-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Tyrone Taylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Taylor, a 25-year-old. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And that's the first out.
The pitcher, number 25, Brett Anderson.
Digging in to try it again, Brett Anderson reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Now here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. One and two to the Brewers pitcher.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
So here is Avisail Garcia as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Stepping in now, Orlando Arcia as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. From the stretch.
Ball, that pitch is up.
In previous duels with deGrom, he's gone 2 for 8. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off for the Mets.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Second baseman, number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jeff McNeil is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1. Popped up. And no one will get this one. Here now the 2-2. Down the first baseline. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So coming to the plate, Pete Alonso. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set, and the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A 1-0 delivery.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Pitch popped up. Arcia in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Second home run early in the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis
As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batter, third baseman, J.D.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He'll get it into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win. But he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Corbin Burns will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Corbin Burns.
To the plate now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Burns is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Outside, 3-0 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So stepping in, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to minimize the damage here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Brewers 4 and the Mets 3. Settling in now, Lorenzo Cain. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Cain on his way to second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
He's set. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Both teams with 6 hits so far. One and one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next to Milwaukee, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Standing in, Omar Narvaez. First delivery to him on the way.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Grounded to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Moak.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Popped him up. Ramos over to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jed Jerko.
Stepping into the box, Jed Jerko. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 15.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Walker Lockett is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
61, Walker Lockett.
Standing in now, Tyrone Taylor hit down the line at first. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Nubarez is on his way home, and this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Christian Yelich will grab a bat to pinch hit, and he'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Second and third, 2 away. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. The set and the 1-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Three and 1, here it is. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Avisail Garcia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. So far this season, Garcia is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. The 0-1 offering. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's an 8-3 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box, Orlando Arcia. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Waiting on it is Nimmo.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. J.P. Fireisen takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 76, J.P. Fireisen.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. And there's ball 1. The 1-1. Popped up. Smoke has room in foul territory. And that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 61, Walter Lockett.
Robinson Cano will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Cano.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jeff McNeil, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball that time.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
So now to the plate, Pete Alonso, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Couple of walks for him thus far. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
The 0-2 home. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Mets strand 1. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Brad Brock enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for New York, number 29, Brad Brock.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now, Lorenzo Cain, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Brock, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Pitch popped up. Alonso in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Nestor. Hiura.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes strike 2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Next for Milwaukee, Omar Narvaez. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Popped up. Rosario is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 52.
So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, J.D. Davis, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Nope.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Here it comes.
Count is 2-1.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Robert Gesellman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Robert Gesellman.
Stepping in, Justin Smoke. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2.
2 balls.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 5, Jerko.
Ready for another chance? Jed Jerko. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Cespedes is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 15, Tyrone Taylor.
Ready now, Tyrone Taylor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Just short, hit hard. Rosario brings it in, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. David Phelps will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ben Gamble will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. New inning set to get underway. Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now in the box, Brandon Nimmo. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1.
Gotta believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Oh and 1. Here it comes. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Now to the plate, Amed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Gamble is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Mets, the pitcher, Robert Gesell.
Dominic Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
And hitting for New York, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Fouled off. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Smith, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Another 0-2 coming.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Mets leave 1. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Seth Lugo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Gamble.
The pitch.
Hey.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
To first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Avisail Garcia, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. A high fastball is in there. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Orlando Arcia waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
The batter, the third baseman.
Now batting, Orlando Arcia comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lugo, 30 years of age. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Runners on first with 1 down. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
2 down.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Striding in once again, Lorenzo Cain. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Another look to first, and the runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. McNeil onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Keston Hiura is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone! 3-run shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was one strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
In now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Fouled away. Three runs already home here. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We've played 8 full. The Brewers lead this one 11-3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeff McNeil, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's good.
Ball 2 now.
Ball 2.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Kane is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Fouled off. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. And now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here it comes.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Here's the 0-1.
0-1.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Mets down to their final strike. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Count still at 1-2. Again, another foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
2-2.
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The Mets down to their final strike. Hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Conforto isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's in there. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Corey Knebel gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Standing in now, J.D. Davis, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Brewers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
11-4 at the end of this affair. Milwaukee posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Corbin Burns claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jacob deGrom was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasquez. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.